Hello everybody, this is Remes the 500 Silent, and welcome back to another episode of Octopath Traveler. At the beginning of the last episode, I said that episode was going to be the remaining travel banters and the quests that lead to the end of the game. And while that was true, I did technically get the quests done. There was more to see along that, as well as more banters that I didn't want to try and squeeze into one whole episode. I didn't realize how much footage there was when I recorded the voiceover at the beginning of the previous episode, so I figured rather than subject everyone to a 55-minute video, I figured I'd rather just split it in half and just save everybody a little bit of time so they can more easily take in the content. So here's the rest of the travel banters, and then the journey to Hornburg, as that was hinted in the previous episode. So please enjoy, and I'll see you in the next episode. Let's hear some banter. Culinary competence.
Why, fresh baked bread! Mmm, delicious! A crunchy crust, a soft doughy inside, and at the center of it all, a dollop of wild strawberry jam.
Gosh, Hannah, these are rather tasty.
I am happy that they pleased thee. It maketh the effort worthwhile. Wait, you made these? Thou needest not looken so surprised. I was given a jar of rose hip strawberry jam. Then I asked a local tavern keeper if I might borrow in his oven. 'Twas but the work of a morning. I wish I knew how to bake. In the church is nothing but porridge and tack most days. I could teach it thee if thou wishest. Truly? Oh, why, that would be splendid. What do you call this particular confection? Sweet dough. 'Tis a popular treat in mine home village. Frankly, I would never have expected you to be such a good cook. Wherefore thinkest thou so? Hunters spending long days and nights out in the woods. It behooveth us to know how to prepare in meals, lest we starve in there. Needs must, eh? Well, as my professor always said, necessity is the greatest teacher. Necessity, yes. It pleaseth me even more that others find my cooking agreeable. Perhaps next time I catch in some game, I would make in a stew, seasoned with forced herbs, with wild turnips on the side, and an applesauce, and good grief! I think Hannah's found a new calling. Oh my gosh! Oh, this hat's a little itchy. Here we go! Here's one. 4 personalities. So, what? Hey, Tressa, something the matter? Looks like you got a lot on your mind. Well, there was a man sitting over there, right? Right. He seemed awfully cold with that cloak wrapped so tightly around him. Exactly, he was clinging onto that cloak for dear life. So I was just thinking, if you needed to get him to take off the cloak, how would you do it? What? Oh, a riddle, is it? Hi, Katie. I would challenge him to a duel, but should he accept, he would naturally remove the cloak of his own choosing. I suppose that's fine if you've got a big sword and don't mind getting into a fight. Haha, she's right there. You can't go pushing your weight around and bullying people to fight you all the time. Then what would you do? Simple, and make friends with the fella. Share a mug of med, tell a few jokes, and ask him to take off the cloak. How very like you, Alpha. It's easy to get people to trust you when it's your job to cure them. And you, Ophelia, how would you do it? Me? Oh, I don't know. Perhaps I'd take him somewhere nice and warm. After all, I wouldn't want him to take it off if he was cold without it. No, that ain't that just like Ophelia? I guess he'd be more willing to listen to a request from someone so considerate. You know, I'm learning a lot here. Suppose you'd offer to buy the cloak, right, Tressa? You got that right, except the cloak happens to be a collector's piece. Pretty sure he wouldn't part with it willingly. But thanks to you, I know just what to do. I'll challenge you to a fight, befriend him, then take him somewhere nice and warm. If that doesn't do the trick, I don't know what will. Oh wait, here's the banter. It's bright now. Where did Lynn get to, Honnet? She hath gone outside, running about and chasing hares, I warrant. Of course. She's so docile and obedient, I sometimes forget that she's still a wild creature. Just so. Cyrus, I will that you not sneak it up on me like that. I might loosen an arrow to your side. Can we help you with something, Professor? I find myself most fascinated by your ability to control beasts, Honnet. If it were no trouble, I would like to ask you some questions at some opportune time. Of course. Truth be told, I am curious about all of thee, too. Primrose and her dancing, Cyrus and his studies, Therion's thievery. That's so. Especially thee. I wonder how thy fingers become so dexterous. Practice makes perfect. Speaking of which, I have observed you sometimes writing and writhing with your opposite hand. Is that practice too? So you train both hands to improve your dexterity. Why so perplexed? It's not much different than you practicing your aim. Or Primrose practicing her dancing. Just so, Primrose, thou dost leave in our company to aid thyself away at times. I hate spectators during practice. I need to get a dance perfect before I can do it in front of anyone. You are dedicated to your art. So what about you, Professor? Do you practice studying? In my case, I develop my powers of deduction and insight by reading tomes and closely observing people. I attempt to guess what other people are thinking. That sharpens my mind, and I confess amuses me too. That remindeth me, earlier, Linda growled at thee in warning. Was that a warning? I suppose I should apologize for what transpired earlier then. Oh, and what's that? You see, I was curious about snow leopard biology, so I undertook a careful study of Lind. From morning to night? Precisely. It's no wonder the poor dears worry of you. I hope this has been a lesson to you, Professor. There we go. Hey, Honnet, you've got a cute pet there. Wait, what? This isn't the one I thought. I guess I didn't have this one either. Pet? I must agree, your snow leopard is absolutely beautiful. Ah, thou speakest of Lynn. A beautiful beast she is, but she is no pet. She is my comrade. Even better now. Indeed, she was gifted to me by a fortune teller when I was but an infant. She hath always been at my side, and we have grown up together. We know everything about each other. We haven't no secrets. You don't say. Dost thou enjoy the company of beasts, Tressa? Oh sure, I have a pet squirrel back home. Squirrels are shy creatures, aren't they? Can they be tamed? They sure can. Ours even helps out when we're buying supplies. She's got a nose for the ripest nuts and fruit, which we can turn around and sell for a big profit. A little merchant squirrel, how adorable! Charming indeed. What about you, Primrose? Do you have pets? No, I don't. Although people often tell me I'm a lot like a cat. Oh my gosh, the fanfics, here it comes. I can see that! You know how cats act when they'd be left alone, but then up following you and sitting on your lap? I do concede the resemblance. Is that supposed to be a compliment? There we go. Jeez. A business proposal. What? Tressa, Alpha, and Honnet. What? Okay, well, I don't... Not bad, eh? This is Highlands chicken, right? It's been grilled to perfection. And this squid is the best to be found in Fisher's Bay. Can't you just taste the ocean? Shucks, Stress, you might want to think about slowing down there. Indeed, the girl is so slight. Where doth she put it all? Speaking of grub, I suppose you mostly eat what you hunt, right? Such is the life of a hunter. When thou needest medicine, thou makest thine own, yes? Of course, I'm an apothecary after all. What's up with Tressa? But I can't always find the ingredients I need. Until I hooked up with you, that is. You fetch me darn near everything I've asked for. I'm a proud hunter. It pleases me not to fail him. I've got it! Whoa, you gave me a start there, suddenly shouting like that. Thou hast got it. What hast thou got, pray thee tell? The three of us should go into business together. Nice Wednesday. Huh? What dost thou mean? You can hunt for ingredients, Alvin will mix them into medicine, and then I can take charge of selling the product. We make the perfect team! Venture that wouldn't make it the most of our individual towns. That'll make it an intriguing proposal. I know, right? We could really rake it in. So let's do it! What better time than the present, eh? I declare us open for business. Can I think about this a bit? And I as well. What is there to think about? Come on, you've got to grab the bull by its horns. Thing is, I'm not one for money. I do possess all that I need. I never thought making money could be such a deal breaker. Here we go, here's the next one. There was a problem. For women, I think it's fascinating. Oh my god. This is fun. I think it's fascinating how we managed to find each other in this great big world. Don't you? Aye. 'Tis if fate hath drawn us together. I look forward to hearing everyone's stories. As do I. Everyone, no matter how grand or humble, has their own story to tell. I want to know more about your hometowns. Were there any tasty foods there? Well, I always tell visitors to try our winter vegetable soup. Ooh, that sounds delicious. I love vegetables. It's probably good for your skin, too. And just one sip will warm you right up. How about you, Hanet? What's the food back home like? It is good, but in my village there is an inn that serveth wild boar roasted over an open fire. Truth be told, it is the finest food I have ever tasted. Roasted boar? Gosh. That does sound good, but perhaps not the most romantic choice. It has been way too long. Romantic? You mean like sharing a delicious meal with a special someone, right? Master and I oft ate together. Doth that count as romantic? Don't tell me you've never been romanced before. Primrose is gonna educate all of these young ladies and Hanet. I see, I have a lot of explaining to do. It's like this. Ooh! Primrose, you have to tell us more. Yes, please, impart us with your wisdom. I do have some interest in what you knowest. Alright then, we'll start by you telling me what kind of men you like. Hanet, you first. What's your type? Me? Well, I have not thought upon it, truth be told. Perhaps someone who's stronger than me. But if such men exist, they must be ever so rare. Thinkest thou so? Oh, I wouldn't say rare exactly, but not common either. Every man has his weaknesses. It's just a matter of finding it. Oh! I could listen to you talk about this all day, Primrose. You know everything. Thank you. So, Ophelia, what kind of man do you like? I was raised in the church, so I haven't had much opportunity to compare. But I suppose I'd want someone who's nice. That's such a basic thing to say, but you know, I look like your swim coach, Ian. Aw, how sweet. Oh, come on, try to be more specific. Narrow down a little. Indeed, what dost thou desire in thine heart? Desire? Well, there's no room in my heart for such a thing. There most certainly is, so tell us, we're waiting. I suppose it's rude to keep you waiting. Well, I'll try to keep it short then. I want a man who's compassionate, caring, thoughtful, and upright. He has to be able to handle a sword, but also be clever, like a scholar. Someone who's hard on himself, but forgiving of others. Oh, and taller than me, of course. The broad-minded and tolerant, and generally wonderful. Well, you definitely narrowed it down. Indeed, so narrow as it excludeth all men that ever lived. Jeez, they're just harsh. No wonder the conversation's for women's ears only. You see, I knew I shouldn't have told you. This is so embarrassing. Ophelia, let me give you one piece of advice. Don't pin your dreams on a man. Ooh, how do you know so much? Primrose is amazing. It all comes down to experience, ladies. Gosh, I'm learning so much. By the way, Tressa, you haven't told us what kind of man you like. What? Oh, you don't really want to hear about my type, do you? Tressa. We're waiting. Well, then if you insist. Like a man who doesn't try to return merchandise after he's already paid for it. That's so like you, Tressa. Primrose has found advice. Tressa, you need to forget about trading for a bit. You can't buy a good man, you know. It takes love and affection. Good grief. I mean, oh, see ya, Triple. Or Trip, or whichever you want to prefer. Primrose, you're giving me really mixed signals here. I don't know how I feel about it. Ooh! I'll take that lesson to heart. That's why. We've learned so much from your experiences, Primrose. Now what about thee? What sort of men dost thou favor? Me? Well, that's easy. See, what I like in a man is... Oh, would you look at that? We're out of drinks. I suppose you should call it a day. Oh, no! It's been fun, ladies. Let's chat again soon. But we're not done here yet. Primrose, come back, Primrose. Oh, that's such a tease. Varies from moment to moment and multiple. But I love my siblings, so I guess I'd rather have 10 siblings. As long as I'm still the eldest. Alright, this might be the last one. A drinking contest! Oh, yeah! That should do her. Now the ale's ready for drinking. What did he do? And we're all here, right on... And we're all here, right on time. But I want everyone to know that drinks can be enjoyed in all the same in complete silence. Come now, where's the fun in that? I now pronounce the official drinking games underway. Gentlemen, you may begin. I concede. Giving up early, aren't you, Professor? Indeed, you must forgive me, but I'd rather drink at my own pace, or not at all. Out, but not down, huh? He's a man who likes to savor his drinks, it would appear. I've got a hand to you, fellas. Guys back in the village would already be under the table. Thieves who can't hold their liquor aren't long for the business. I too often need to drink in my younger days. Familiarity breeds resilience. Indeed, but there are all limits. Practice and familiarity can only take you so far. Well, I ain't done yet. Another round. Was it just one drink? Alright, I'm calling it quits. You lily-livered milksop. I'm good for another cask. I know when to cut my losses, but I've got to hand it to you. You're stronger than you look. That's what they all say. It is a wise man indeed who puts down his glass before his agility is adversely affected. It's just you and me then, old brick. Ha ha! Let the duel commence, my medical friend. Uh-oh. Oh. He's like a bottomless barrel. He's been smiling and relaxed like he's only on his third mug. What's it gonna take to knock him out? Oh, demons take me, but I cannot seem to stop giggling. I haven't been pushed this far in a drinking game since my contest with Earnhardt, a match that I lost. I reckon the next glass will be his last, though. Have I met my match once more? All right, that's enough, you two. What do you mean? I'm just getting warmed up. Tell that to the tavern master. I declare a tie. You both are victors. Aw, shucks. If they ain't serving no more, I guess we got no choice. Exactly. It appears Sir Olbrich continues to be amused. Nevertheless, what do you gentlemen say to finding another tavern that's still serving? In the end, none of us can hold a candle to this guy. Nice. That was fun. Not as fun as the girls one, but that was still fun all the same. Alright, let's see. I'll put together my ideal team, I guess, for most situations. Granted, Ulbricht's freaking wizard. I don't know if I need him to be a wizard right now. I'll leave him as wizard for right now, because it's not really important as to what he is, as to rather... The ratio of guy to girl in some families is just very strange. How many siblings do you have, Unmeltable? Or are you an only child? It's a shame Isolate doesn't seem to be here, but I think I'm out of banter, so therefore I will continue. You have 3? Okay. Let's see, where is the thing? Over here, we have the ruins of Hornburg. Now, for those of you who don't remember, this kind of a big importance. It was like, I think it was the fallen kingdom of Ulbrich, as well as many plots seem to point to the ruins of Hornburg. And some scary lady seems to have taken our friend Pip, or whatever his name was, I'm sorry, it's been a very long time, to this place. So let's go. In the Highlands. I haven't been here, so this is new. Oh gosh. Wait. No cutscene or anything? I can't just walk out of here. Okay. Area's weird. Hang on, I need to make sure. Huh. Can I go in here? It's so quiet. It's over here. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. This is such a good setting, though. The silence and the wind howling, it's just all so perfectly done. Okay, this was just a cliffside. Just checking. It's complicated and multiple because I actually like both. Let's see what's over here. Oh, this is something on the oh. Yo, it's our blonde boy.
Is that so?
So I'll find Father on the other side, truly?
Indeed.
Trust me, Kit. He is there, waiting for you. I see. Very well, then.
Is something the matter?
Oh, forgive me.
Pray, forgive me. I'm not feeling so well. Why don't you go on ahead? I'll catch up soon. I'll be waiting for you. Uh-oh.
What have we here?
Oh, here's a familiar face. Fancy meeting you here. I trust you came for Kit, yes? Apologies, but the
However-
lad is quite special to me. My soulmate, if you will.
I think not.
I'll thank you not to interfere. That's assuming you could interfere, even if you wanted to.
The gate of Finis.
Pass beyond the gate of Finis, and never again may you return to this world.
I leave it to
Follow
you.
us if you so choose, but first be certain that is truly the path you wish to tread.
Fareth thee well.